Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is when your parents are overbearing and Kiribaku are fed up. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. It was a rare, truly peaceful Saturday afternoon. Sunlight streamed through the large living room window, illuminating dust, motes dancing in the air. You were curled up between Katsuki and Kirishima on the oversized, well-worn sofa. Katsuki, ever the grumpy guy, had his arm loosely slung around your waist, his head resting on your shoulder. A textbook about advanced steerworks splayed open on his lap, although his eyes seemed to be drifting. Kirishima on your other side had his arm around your shoulders, his hand idly stroking your hair as he scrolled through Hero News on his phone, a soft hum rumbling in his chest. This was what you called home, the scent of Katsuki's slightly spicy cologne mixed with Kirishima's clean, almost ocean-like smell, enveloping you in a comforting cloud. And then, what interrupted you was a ding. You sighed, reaching for your phone on the coffee table. It was your mother. A text. "Hey, sweetie. I'm just checking in. Did you have lunch yet? What are you up to? Is Katsuki being nice?" He typed back quickly. "Hey, Mom. Just relaxing. Had a sandwich and Katsuki's fine." He didn't mention Kirishima. Not because they didn't know about him. They did. But because it usually led to a whole other set of questions. A minute later, and then another ding. Your father. "Don't forget to hydrate, Wyan. Heard it's warm today. And avoid any sudden movements that might strain your back. Your mom's worried about that time you sneezed too hard." You groaned, a low sound that was quickly echoed by Katsuki. "What now?" He mumbled, not even opening his eyes, already sensing the disturbance in the force. "Just Dad." You sighed, typing. "I'm fine, Dad. Hydrating, and not sneezing anymore." Kirishima chuckled, softly, squeezing your shoulder. "Still on that sneeze accent, huh? That was like 2 years ago, dude." "Tell me about it," you muttered. You tried to resettle, leaning back into Kirishima's comforting presence, but before you could even get comfortable, your phone vibrated insistently. This time, it was a call. Your mother. You hesitated, glancing at Katsuki, who had finally opened one crimson eye, glaring at the offending device. Kirishima gave you a sympathetic look. "You really gotta answer that, Wyan." Katsuki grumbled, his voice rough with sleep and annoyance. "Well, if I don't, she'll call again, and then Dad will call, and then they'll text each other wondering if I'm okay." You explained, already pressing the answer button. You put it on speaker, a habit that you'd picked up to avoid repeating conversations to the boys. "Hi, Mom." You chirped, trying to sound cheerful. "Wyan. Oh, thank goodness. We were just wondering if you were alright. You didn't reply to my last text very quickly, and your dad thought that you might have fallen asleep with your phone across the room, or worse, that you might have slept in the bathroom." Your mother's voice, although loving, was laced with an almost frantic worry. Katsuki snorted, a loud, disgusting sound that made your mother pause. "Mom, I'm fine. Just relaxing on the couch," you said, shooting Katsuki a warning look. "Oh, is that Katsuki I hear? Tell him to be nice to you, and make sure he's not letting you eat too much sugar. You know how your teeth are. Are you staying hydrated, sweetie? We saw a news report about dehydration." "Yes, Mom, I'm hydrated. Katsuki's being nice, and I'm not eating much sugar." You rattled off the answers like a script. "Well, alright. I was just checking up, sweetie. Alright? Call us if you need anything at all. Even if it's just to say hello. We worry." "I know, Mom. Love you. Love you too, sweetie. Bye-bye." You hung up, dropping your phone with a thud onto the cushion beside you. See? You said, throwing your hands up. It's like living in a damn surveillance state. Katsuki muttered, finally sitting up, his brow furrowed. Every hour? Seriously? What? Do they think that you're going to combust or something if they don't check your vital signs? Katsuki, Kirishima said gently, though his own expression was a mix of concern. It's a lot. Lion, are you really okay with this? It sounds suffocating. He slumped against him, resting your head on his shoulder. I don't know. They've always been like this. Ever since, well, ever since I got my quirk and started UA, they just got more worried, I guess. Worried is one thing. Lion, this is excessive. They called about a damn sneeze. I know. You whispered. I love them, really. They just care too much. They're scaring, and they're trying to bubble wrap your entire life. Katsuki snapped, although his voice softened slightly when he saw the distress on your face. It's driving me nuts. And I don't even have to talk to them myself. Well, it's not very manly of them to make you feel like you can't breathe, Lion. It's affecting you, isn't it? You get jumpy every time your phone makes a sound. You nodded slowly. Well, sometimes I just want to throw it in the ocean. But then I think about their worried calls, and I can't. The apartment felt quiet. Well, alright then. This ends now, Katsuki said. Your head snapped up. What are you talking about? You heard me. You can't keep living like this, Lion. It's not healthy. You're a damn pro-hero, for crying out loud. You face villains, and you save lives. And your parents are going to think you're going to trip over yourself, go into the bathroom. It's nothing but insulting to you. And it's insulting to us exactly, who actually live with you, and know that you're not some goddamn fragile doll. He's right, Lion. Kirishima adds, his voice firm but kind. It's not fair to you. You deserve to have your own space. But what am I supposed to do about it? They'll just worry more if I ignore them or tell them off. You said, your voice small. Well, you don't tell them off. You set boundaries. You explain. You make sure that they know how old you are. And that you need some damn space. If they can't handle that, then they have a problem, not you. We'll be right with you, Lion. Kirishima added, his hand now holding yours. Whatever you decide, we've got your back. Always. You looked up from Katsuki's fiery, determined eyes to Kirishima's steady, supportive ones. The fear of upsetting your parents warred with the desperate need for peace. Okay, what do I say then? Start small, Kirishima suggested. Maybe tell them that you'll check in once a day, or every other day instead of calling all the time, or set a specific time for calls. And tell them if they don't respect that, the phone's going on silent. Katsuki added, a glint in his eyes. He spent the next hour talking, rehearsing what you'd say. Kirishima provided the blunt, no-nonsense phrases, while Kirishima helped you soften them so they don't sound too harsh. When you finally picked up your phone to call them later that evening, your hands trembled slightly. Hey, Mom. Dad, you said, forcing a calm tone as the call connected. Can we talk for a minute? Your parents, of course, immediately launched into a flurry of questions about your day. You let them talk for a moment, then took a deep breath. Mom, Dad, I love you both very much, and I know you worry about me, but the constant calls and texts, every hour, it's a lot. There was a silence on the other end, and then your mother's worried voice. Sweetie, are we bothering you? We just want to make sure that you're safe. The world is so dangerous for heroes, you know. We're just looking out for our only child, your father added. I know, and I appreciate that you care so much. but I'm an adult and a pro hero. I can handle myself. Katsuki squeezed your waist. Kirishima's thumb rubbed your palm reassuringly. So, what do you want us to do, Ayan? Your mother asked, sounding a little hurt. I'd like to suggest that we change how we communicate. Instead of hourly check-ins, how about we set a specific time each day for a quick call? Or maybe just once every couple of days. And if I need anything, I promise I'll call you. You don't need to worry. But what if something happens? Your father finally asked. If it does, I'll tell you. But most of the time, I'm just living my life, training, resting, and spending time with Katsuki and Ejiro. And I need that peace without constantly checking my phone. Of course, it wasn't an immediate fix. Your parents tried to argue, to justify their worry, to guilt-trip you a little. But you held firm, repeating your boundaries calmly and patiently. Dad, I fought a villain through 3 buildings last week. My constitution is just fine. You stated, and you heard Katsuki snort with suppressed laughter beside you. Eventually, they reluctantly agreed to try. They would try to limit their calls to once a day, in the evening, and only text if it was truly urgent. It was a small victory, but still it was one. When you hung up, you let out a small, shaky breath. That was so hard. But you did it, Wayan. You were so strong, so manly. Katsuki buried his face in your hair. Damn right. Told you we could do it, idiot. Now, can we finally have some peace? You smiled. The quiet documentary played on. No dings, no vibrations, just the comfortable weight of 2 arms strong, loving men on either side of you. Yeah, I think we can. And for the rest of the evening, apart from a single short goodnight text from your mother that you chose to answer with a simple emoji, your phone remained blessed silently. The peace you craved, the peace you had fought for, settled over you, held safe within the arms of your 2 devoted heroes. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye!